Hallihallo Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Tales of Zestiria Blind mit mir, eurem Joschie. Beim letzten Mal haben wir schreckliche Dinge über einen meiner eigentlich Lieblingscharaktere herausgefunden. Und heute, wenn Rose auftaucht, müssen wir Entscheidungen treffen, neue Tempel suchen. Aber bevor wir neue Tempel suchen, denn ich habe heute viel Zeit... Viele Sidequests für uns. Fangen wir mal einfach ganz oben an und arbeiten wir uns in dieser ersten Stunde Aufnahme heute ein bisschen runter und gucken wir dann, dass wir danach den Plot weitersuchen. Also ein Hirten Rodents. So habe ich das gehört. Ich glaube, dass sie irgendwo in Pentrago sind. Wo Essen ist, sind auch Ratten. Und wo massenhaft fleischhörige Leute sind, gibt es ebenso viele Betrüger. Also, suchen wir Hirten in Pentrago. Reise zum Speicherpunkt. Und falls jetzt was passiert, sind wir einigermaßen unter Alpwegs. Was machen denn Folienkartoffeln? Gerüstet. Nö. Mabu-Currybrötchen. Ich und bleib mein Liebling.
What comes after? And the way to break the seal is... Oh my. Oh, were you actually awake? You can break the seal on an item's skill slot by engaging in sufficient battles with that item equipped. Huh. Can I assume raising proficiency in that item to 1 star is enough to do the trick? Yes. There are certain rules governing which skills will be produced by fusion. You can check this before fusion. But know this. If they're skills of the same element, you'll get a different skill from that element. If they're from the same group, you'll get a different skill from that group. If both element and group are different, you'll get a skill whose rarity lies somewhere between the two. What about when you fuse equipment with sealed skills? Ah, yes. That's a very important note to consider. Slots with sealed skills count as empty for fusion purposes. Therefore, if you really want to keep a certain skill, but you don't have another item with an empty slot, you can use one with a sealed slot instead to... Really? Sleeping at a time like this?
Ja, das werde ich mir gleich nochmal genauer angucken müssen, weil während dieser Plauderei habe ich eine SMS gekriegt. Passiert. Gut, hier ist also nichts. Dann gucken wir uns mal in Pentrago genau um. Also, das letzte Mal, als ich auf diese Bühne gegangen bin, war es furchtbar.
Thank you for taking the time to come today. Lo, I am the shepherd, Malfour.
Hi, du schon wieder.
Hey, tell me, shepherd. Is it really true that you saved the plagued city?
Oh, it was nothing. I just helped the Princess of Highland a little by building a bridge in a single day.
Then what about the Battle of Glavend? Did you really stop the war?
Why, it was easy. All I did was tell them that this isn't the time to be quarreling with one another.
Na, eigentlich haben wir die Leute quer aufs Schlachtfeld geholt.
But I was able to gain support from the Roland's Knight Squad.
Isn't that Captain Sergei from the Platinum Knights?
Sergei, was machst du da?
Then it might not completely be a lie.
Luckily, I managed to do it without getting caught.
Sergei, du hast Befehle,
the
oder?
Knights wouldn't just let some mere imposter do as he pleases.
So you mean to say this bloke must be...
An actual shepherd?
It matters not what I am, but please, no matter what, believe in the blessing of the Seraphim. That is the only way to bring salvation to this world. If the people desire it so, I, the Shepherd Malfour, shall put my life on the line to deliver their prayers.
Shepherd Malfour!
Shepherd Malfour!
May the Seraphim's blessing cover the world.
Naja,
This
wenigstens
is
kriegt er das hin.
ridiculous. Saray's the one who did those things. And I'm sure Sergei knows that too.
There must be a reason.
Sergei.
Probably.
Sergei. Hallo, Sergei. Dafür gibt es keine Entschuldigung. Vergib mir, Saray. Oh Mann. Oh, hier komme ich gar nicht runter. Saray, du kannst auch von der Bühne springen. Der luschigste Hirte aller Zeiten. So, und wenn ich jetzt hier hochgehe, geht die Geschichte weiter, richtig?
Please wait, Shepherd Soray. There's a reason behind Malfour's actions.
I'm sure. I trust Sergei.
We're quite unsure how he worked his way in, but Malfour has been a favorite of General Tuller.
And so, the General has ordered the Night Squad to protect the Shepherd, Malfour.
That's the reason?
They are just pawns of the Empire, after all. General Tuller also has a close relationship with the Imperial Majesty, and—
No more excuses! Whatever the reason is, it is clear I have sullied your honor. I can only apologize.
Not sure I had honor to start with. Anyway, it was nice to see that people expect so much from the Shepherd. It's a good sign.
What a gentleman.
Gentlemen schmentelman, what were you doing just standing around?
I'm afraid I could do naught. Knowing all the while who the true Shepherd was.
Looks like they took advantage of just how earnest you are.
It's pretty ironic. The less affected by malevolence you are, the harder it is to live an honest life.
Such is the human condition, I suppose. Even so, that is how humans live.
It's tough.
Ja, das ist wohl hart. Wie, das war's? Rose? Ich habe keinen Irisstein bekommen. Das war eine Irisstein-Episode. Warum habe ich keinen Irisstein aus einer Irisstein-Episode bekommen? Irissteine! Bitte!
What's that?
Was? Aktionspunkt! Such. Den hatten wir doch schon. Den hatten wir doch schon.
So this is the true face of the Lord of Calamity? For real?
I don't know. He just looked like a big lion-headed hellion to us. But Lila said that the Earth and Historia would be the guidepost to lead us to the Lord of Calamity. And the human mentioned there was held off. It would make sense that they're one and the same.
Huh. Yeah, I can see that. Makes him look like a pretty distinguished gentleman, actually.
Yeah. He looks maybe the same age as our dads, don't you think? Or at least, that's how old he was 20-ish years ago.
Looks like he was the first captain of the Knights.
To hang his portrait like this, he must command a lot of respect from Sergei and the rest of the Knights. Saray? I'm okay. It just sank in for me. The Lord of Calamity isn't some faceless monster. He's a human being. Just like me.
Richtig. So ein Herr des Unheils ist halt auch nur ein Mensch. Was der Held hat für eine Ruhe, der ist auch nur ein Mensch. Jo.
There's something I want to tell you, since you've acquired the power to armatize.
Yeah?
Hidden arts are stronger than martial arts. Seraphic arts are stronger than hidden arts. And martial arts are stronger than seraphic arts. That's the basics. But we can only use martial arts and seraphic arts, which means that Seraphim aren't able to accommodate all types of enemies. You guys can use martial arts and hidden arts on your own. And during armatization, you can use hidden arts and seraphic arts.
Human, Seraphim, and armatization. So we can compensate for each of the 3 different types depending on how we use them.
Yeah. For example, for enemies that don't use any seraphic arts, it would be more advantageous if you armatize. Of course, you may encounter enemies which can be taken down more easily when you are not armatized as well. It just means that the armatization isn't all-powerful.
Right.
There's the advantage of being able to concentrate 2 powers into one. But there's also a disadvantage to that as well. Assess your situation at all times. But the worst situation you can get yourself in is getting in a pinch from overthinking things. You gotta find your own balance out there.
I'll take things one step at a time. Thanks, Dezel.
Ach, Dezolein. Ich amortisiere einfach gegen alles. Alisha. Hey.
You! Give up! We caught you red-handed!
Darn!
Ja, schon wieder.
That voice.
It's a hellion!
Purify him.
Yeah.
You need something, oh great shepherd?
Is it alright if I deal with this boy?
I'm afraid not. The only way to apprehend pickpockets is to catch them in the act.
But he's...
If you do the crime, you do the time. No matter how old you are.
This kid just wasn't ready for real-world consequences.
Hey, mister! Why don't you let Saray have a talk with him before you take him away? Just a word from the shepherd might steer the kid toward the right path in life, better than any time in detention.
That would be pointless.
Come on, it won't do any harm. What, you got some problem with Saray talking to this boy?
I never said that. It would simply be a waste of time.
You said this kid wasn't prepared to deal with the real-world consequences of his crimes. Are you prepared, mister?
What?
I'm part of a merchant crew that travels all over the world. You think I don't know why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
I see. How much do you want?
Don't put me on your level. We Sparrowfeathers value our customers' trust. Saray, we're taking this guy to jail too.
Like hell you are, you lying brat!
You will not lay a finger on her.
Shepherd!
Oh hey, stop! Wait! Saray!
Go after him.
Okay.
Eigentlich wollte ich ja Alisha besuchen.
If it ain't one thing.
Saray, I'll go after them as well.
Please purify that boy.
Shepherd or not, I won't let you obstruct my duties!
Willst du das wirklich?
Guard, leave him alone! Even we can tell something about you stinks!
Yeah, what kind of guard are you?
You think we don't know what you're up to when our backs are turned? You dirty crook!
I think we're good here. Let's go after Rose. Yeah,
Ha,
you're right.
ha.
We're heading after Rose, right?
Ja, ich glaube, wir sind in die Richtung gerannt. Es sei denn, die Cutscene war mal wieder falsch. Oh, jetzt ist es eine Iris-Stein-Episode geworden. Ja, guck mal, da sind sie doch alle zusammen. Halt, schon fertig!
Phew! You made it.
Is it over?
Maybe.
If it really bugs you that much, why don't you check up on him?
Well, how would we do that?
Let him lead us home.
Oh, so he wanders and we tail him.
That could work. All right then. Saray, Rose, you guys hide. I'll go wake him up.
Looks like they've made their decision. Are you okay with this, Lila?
Well, as long as we only follow him.
Platsch!
Now!
Yeah!
Folgt ihm! Wo
Don't
ist
you
er?
think he'll stop pickpocketing now? We purified him after all.
Not so sure about that. I've heard word of pickpocket gangs.
Oh, really?
We need to find out whether he was doing it on his own or with a group.
Und warum rennt er direkt wieder ins Adelsviertel? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Und warum kann ich auch mir nur so langsam bewegen? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ich habe eine alberne Brille erhalten, wofür auch immer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
What did you mean by you knew why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
The enforcers let him off a lot of the time in exchange for part of the takings. Then, when the guards need to hit their quotas, they round him up anyway. That's probably what that was about.
Also die Wächter sind alle korrupt und blöd. Oh, guck mal, da ist ein Tor offen, das sonst zu ist. Ich frage mich, wo wir vielleicht hin müssen. Okay, er dreht in eine andere Richtung ab. Was zur Hölle?
Look, he's going in.
A noble's manor.
It's clearly not his house.
I'm guessing a pickpocket gang then.
And so this must be their base.
Something tells me he's not gonna quit stealing.
Well, crap. Come on, we're not done yet.
Rose, it's unfortunate, but I'm not sure we should...
Lila means that this is just a problem of human society.
Right. It might not be something a shepherd should get involved in.
Sorry. If he's doing it by himself, I'd be okay letting him deal with the consequences. But if there's a gang forcing him to steal, it's a completely different story. I gotta check to make sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
I understand. Let's go check it out just in case.
You sure?
But no more than that. Understood? Saray, Rose.
Es sei denn, es ist ein
Even if you don't
Hellion-Problem,
intend them
dann...
to, the powers of the shepherd and the squire can greatly influence human society and the spirits of men. Please don't forget that.
All right.
We'll just watch and see who goes in and out.
Gut, tun wir das. Ich wollte zwar eigentlich Alisha besuchen,
Who
aber...
knew that we wouldn't see anything for days on end?
You all can go back to the inn. I'm staying here.
It's okay.
Shh, someone's coming out.
Oh, Miklio. Wir werden tagelang keinen sehen. Oh, da ist uns.
It's a bunch of little kids.
Those kids. You think maybe they're not being forced to pickpocket?
We've come this far. Let's see this thing through.
Wir könnten auch ins Haus gehen und mal nachfragen.
Dazzle?
You go follow those brats. I'll go check out the building.
Danke, Dazzle.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
Den Kindern
big, got it? Only money and jewelry and stuff. Are they gonna have anything like that? That shepherd guy did something, and now there's lots more people donating stuff to the sanctuary. Oh cool, that sounds fun. Priests won't be mean to kids, and if there's any real problems, we can always start crying.
Dieser Hirte, der so 2 Meter
I'm good at
hindurchgeht.
that. Hey, is this really okay? It's okay if you're us and not them.
Is this what kids are like these days?
Dangerous times.
Ich kann sie nicht von hinten hauen.
Those kids barely have any malevolence at all.
Children and their brutal honesty can be even crueler than corrupted adults. As you've seen.
Dass die mich nicht bemerken. Okay, Iris Stein-Episode hat sich nach da verschoben.
Hey,
Oh, Dazzle. How was it?
the building was completely empty. Those scamps are probably just camping out there.
So then, those kids are acting on their own.
Ach, Kinder. Wollt ihr unbedingt Ärger mit Zoe und Rose? Keiner von euch will Ärger mit Zoe und Rose. Wenn Zoe und Rose glauben, ihr macht was falsch, dann habt ihr ein ganz großes Problem. Hey, Kinder.
Alright, it's snatching time.
Now that we know the score, do we want to report them to the guards and end this whole thing? After all, they're not Hellions.
Ganz ehrlich, da es jetzt so nun mal gekommen ist, es ist nicht mehr unser Problem, ja.
Let's tell the guards about it, and then put it all behind us.
Okay.
I can't do that!
Rose!
Hey, Rose!
Ach, Rose.
Darn it! What do you want? Look, I never did nothing.
We know all about what you're up to. Fooling the priests into thinking you're helpless orphans, and then robbing them blind. You should be ashamed of yourselves!
Oh yeah? You got any proof?
This here is the shepherd. His word is good enough.
That's perjury! False witness!
Princess Alisha and the people of Lady Lake all trust Saray. Because he's been living an honest life. How about you? Will anyone trust your word?
Well,
Give it up, kid.
what else can we do? The adults all abandoned us. If we want to survive, stealing's our only choice.
Rose, maybe we ought to...
Come on, Saray. Let's bring them to the guards.
Was ich von vornherein machen wollte.
But to think children their age could conceive of such wretched duplicity.
And the other children?
They were all caught by the guards and hauled away.
I see.
Those who commit crimes must be punished, even if they are children. It's the way the world works. But it still pains the heart.
Yeah.
Oh, wie traurig. Liegt da einfach ein Irisstein auf dem Altar rum? Oh, guck mal, 2 arkane Tränke. Ne, 1 arkane trage ich ja 2 im Besitz. Ah, hahaha. Tränke. Ach ja, eine goldene Truhe, die kriege ich nicht auf. Aber... prüfen.
Hey, isn't this an Earthen Historia?
Oh, that. That was a donation from someone in the city. It looks rather rare and precious, so we've been unsure whether we should sell it.
Nice! Good call, Mr. Priestman.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Father Brunor, we're actually collecting these.
You think we could have this? We'd pay for it, of course.
No, please, that's not necessary. If it's something the shepherd needs on his quest, by all means, please take it. I'm sure the donor would be overjoyed to know that their gift had been some help to the shepherd.
Thank you, Father Brunor.
Und somit erhalten wir den nächsten Stein, nämlich den violetten Irisstein Eck. Viele Hirten versammeln sich am Schrein des Mautelos. Sie feiern einen neuen Hirten. Viele Hirten? Glaub ja nicht, dass ich dich nicht erkenne, Laila.
Was that a marriage ceremony? And there were a whole bunch of shepherds there too.
It looked like it took place at the Shrine Church in Pendrago. And that was Mautelis's crest.
Was his Prime Lord Mautelis?
Please excuse me for a moment.
Uh-oh, she took off. Almost like you were picking on her.
We didn't mean for her to leave.
I know.
Well, judging from circumstantial evidence, I'd say there's a major chance that Mautelis is mixed up in this somehow.
Yeah. For that many shepherds to exist at once, you'd need a power on par with the 5 lords.
Yeah. But let's leave the speculation at that for now.
So long as we're gabbing about it, Lila's stuck in there.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot.
Die haben was von Mautelos erzählt, aber das sah sehr nach Laila aus.
Thanks, everyone. I needed that.
You're okay with how it worked out?
It's better than ignoring it and spending the rest of your life wondering.
Yeah.
Laila. Du, Mautelos war es nie in seinem Heiligtum und offensichtlich hat Mautelos ein Schwert als Waffe. Ich weiß, klingt weit hergeholt, scheint aber gerade in diesem Moment logisch. So, und jetzt das, was ich schon seit Minuten tun wollte. Hey. Oh nein, oh nein, oh nein, oh nein, oh nein, oh
Highland is
nein.
moving closer to war day by day. No one will listen to me, no matter what I do.
Because you've been digging a hole, girl. You're stubborn as a mule, but even so...
I won't give up. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people.
You never change.
Saray, how are the ruins in Lake Haven Heights?
Well, you know, I did obtain the spiritual powers.
Wonderful. Though it's a shame. You just missed meeting my master.
Oh, wir haben uns schon getroffen.
Alisha, I needed to tell you about...
Maltran taught me the way of the spear at a young age. When I train with my master, I feel so invigorated. I don't enjoy all the scratches I get, but it's only because I lack experience.
What kind of person is she?
Well, she's kind of like a mother to me, but she doesn't like me saying that, says she's too young. But she taught me martial arts and the way of the knighthood when my mother died. I was only 7. I owe her much.
Alisha...
Though I fear I rely on her a bit too much.
That's not true.
I'll try to convince the chancellors. I do everything I can.
Was hab ich erhalten? Eine Therapiekatze? Maltran, ich will die nicht ansprechen. Da fällt mir ein Mikro. Hast du einen inzwischen deine... Ja, er hat seine mystische Wasserart gelernt. Den Wasserbezwinger. Den werde ich dann ja auch mal demnächst ausprobieren dürfen, auch als Rose. Hi, Maltran. Wie geht's dir?
Are you sure you don't want to tell Alisha the truth about me?
Well, at least you have a sparkling personality.
You really are a pillar of support for her, you know?
That's it? You decided not to tell her just because of that? You're weak, as both a knight and a shepherd.
She's of no use to you now, right? Why don't you just leave her alone?
I'm interested, that's all. Of what will become of the foolish princess, who would needlessly turn herself into a martyr for her country.
I know Alisha will see it through.
Do you really think so? You really don't, do you? After all, you don't even think she has the strength to withstand the truth about me.
Shut up! As long as we take care of it before she knows, everything will be just fine.
No need to rush. The tables will turn soon enough. All is according to his plan.
Die ist böse. Und zwar richtig böse. Die ist ein richtiger Bösewicht. Das finde ich eigentlich super. Da fällt mir ein, was ist denn eigentlich diese Therapiekatze, die man mir eingedreht hat? Welche? Nehmen wir mal den Luga weg und geben ihm dann die Therapiekatze. Und nehmen wir den Cowboy weg. Perfekt, eine Therapiekatze für Saray. Da sieht er gleich viel besser aus. Und alle ernsten Szenen in diesem Spiel werden jetzt nicht mehr ernst genommen. Hey.
Are we not able to tell Alisha the truth about Maltran? Because we can't actually believe in Alisha, even when we really want to?
She's just trying to provoke you.
Let's keep it a secret.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I agree. It appears harming Alisha is not part of her grand plan anyways.
Then I have no objections.
Rose, you agree too, right?
You sure told her off.
Saray looked like he was done with her, so I just took it from there after she started talking smack.
To be honest, I'm scared to tell Alisha the truth about her master.
Alisha really trusts Maltran, more than any one of us can imagine.
Do whatever you want. But if you do face off with her, don't hold back. Otherwise, you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get so serious. It'll be fine. Come on, stay psyched up.
Right.
So, ja, richtig. So ist es richtig. Sorry. Muss. Alisha, was machen wir als nächstes? Ob Alisha wohl noch des Hofverrats verdächtigt wird? Ich glaube, es ist schon in Ordnung. Sie haben versprochen, sie in Ruhe zu lassen, wenn du ihnen im Krieg hilfst. Und, naja, sie können nicht sagen, du hättest nicht geholfen. Aber sieh mal, wenn du dir immer noch Sorgen machst, können wir auf Alishas Anwesen vorbeischauen und sehen, wie es ihr geht. Das klingt nach einem guten Plan. Bis auf die Tatsache, dass niemand hier ist. Das planen wir einmal das Gebiet neu. So, Alisha, wir besuchen dich schon wieder. Oder deine Dienstmagd. Hallo, Dienstmarkt.
Hello. Is Alisha here?
Shouldn't you announce yourself? Or don't you have any respect for this family?
I'm sorry. My name is Saray.
Saray? Pardon my rudeness. The princess has spoken highly of you. She's out right now. We're not sure when she'll be back.
Work-related?
Yes. She's going after a suspect who's leaked information to the Roland's Empire. There definitely must be a spy going around, given the timing of their advancements.
Yes, even Alisha was under suspicion for it before.
Wow, the Princess of Highland would go so far as to do that herself?
No, it's supposed to be the military's job, but she's acting by herself.
Müssen wir Alisha schon wieder
She had to
retten.
stop a clash between the two countries.
But isn't she taking it a bit too seriously?
Ever since the Battle of Glaven, she's been pushing herself so hard.
That's very like her.
I'm worried. She behaves so recklessly when she's alone. She just headed out to a round-eyed forest to gather info about the origin village, Camlon.
Huh. Camlon, you say?
It's the village where the Age of Chaos started, I think. But it's just some legend.
Yes, she heard a rumor there were some clues in the depths of a round-eyed forest and headed out there.
So
Ach so,
that's
hat sie
how
uns
she came
getroffen.
to Alisha.
But her hunch was wrong. I've never heard of this origin village from Gramps, nor the other villagers.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll take my leave. Please tell Alisha that I'll come visit again.
Okay, das war's offensichtlich. Ich könnte mich natürlich im
I
Miranda...
think she's pushing herself as a princess.
Alicia's always been like that.
That's exactly why I'm worried.
Ich könnte natürlich wie es nach diesem Mystery Dorf suchen, aber raus! Es kommt immer was Neues an der Stelle dazu. In Heilen gibt es bestimmt viele Probleme. Ja, man kann ein so großes Land nicht ohne politische Konflikte und Aufbruch regieren. Schon beim Spaziergang durch die Stadt hört man viel Gerede. Wenn dir irgendwas Besonderes unterkommt, ist es sicherlich einen zweiten Blick wert. Wer weiß, vielleicht können wir Alishas Leben sogar ein bisschen einfacher machen. Wer sie mir gerade einfach sagen, geh durch die... Hi. Dieser Logos aus Malen muss sich irgendwie das Wohlwollen des Rats erschlichen haben. Seit diesem Gerede über Krieg hat er links und rechts die besten Aufträge abgesahnt. Brückenreparatur, Nachschub für die Truppen. Und er erstickt an all seinem Geld. Gut, wir haben es geschafft, wir haben es gehört. Sonst gibt's hier nichts, oder? Also, dieser Händler namens Logos klingt verdächtig, oder? Es ist nicht so einfach, einen Hochstapel zu finden, der nicht gefunden werden will. Ich kenne ein paar Leute in Marland, die ihn kennen können. Vielleicht sollten wir zuerst dorthin, um mehr zu erfahren. Also, zuerst Marland. Ich gucke mal auf unsere Uhr. Ja, wir haben noch genug Zeit für Marland. So, Marland. Da kennt Rose angeblich Leute, die was wissen können. Für die Kinder.
Bunch of hopeless delinquents. Those street kids in Lady Lake.
Well, if society's abandoned them, I don't know. Is there any other way for them to survive besides a life of crime?
It is a sad era we live in.
Give me a break. If you have to do wrong to trudge onward, you do so knowing the burden of that wrong. You hide that dark shadow within yourself and keep pressing on. Those kids weren't like that. They just went astray.
Hey, don't look at me when you say that.
Rose, so those are the things you have to think about, huh?
I don't think, I just do. Ugh, let's stop talking about this.
You mean you're just spontaneous? That's... awesome.
Yes. No matter the circumstances, it's up to each person to decide how she wants to live her life, and for what she must be held accountable. But Rose understands that instinctively, without thinking. Very impressive.
Seriously, can we change the subject?
Maybe the experience of abandonment will get those kids to realize the importance of responsibility. Thanks to you guys pointing them in the right direction.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If it were that easy, the Age of Chaos would be over already.
Ja, ist... So. Ups, ich bin auf meine Taste gekommen. Auf nach Marlind. Auf nach Marlind. Oh, Alisha und Maltran.
Saray, when you said they're opposites...
Boy, are you thick. Thick, Leo.
Hey, I was gonna say you meant her and Alisha, if you'd let me finish.
Forget it. The moment is over. Mickly over.
How did my life get to this point?
It's not a bad thing for them to contrast with each other, just...
They've been striving for the same goal, even though their motivations and circumstances are different.
Right. Alisha chose to carry out her duty as royalty, even though it hasn't been going as well as she'd hoped. While Maltran never wanted to be a knight, but nevertheless, she's achieved great deeds and earned the respect of the people.
In each case, things haven't gone entirely as planned.
Perhaps both of them feel that way.
Und danke, Herr des Landes. Ja, das kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor.
Shouldn't we tell Saray and the others about how useful the
Richtig,
lords
das
of the
hatten wir in
land
der
are?
Gruppenaufnahme.
If you keep babying them
Guckt euch mal
instead
an.
of letting them think for themselves, they're just gonna turn into, well, babies. But then again, they do need to know things like how the affected area is predetermined, and how boons increase as you engage in more battles.
And also how, if there's a skill you want, you could ask a Norman to increase the enemy drop rate.
And not to mention how, as you acquire more boons, the amount of boons you can make effective increases as well. If they knew that much, it'd be plenty.
I just want to make sure that, if they wind up in an area with no boons, they know to focus first on restoring the Lord of the Land's blessing to the area.
Even if you don't have confidence in your battle abilities, common sense is common sense, no matter how you cut it.
Huh. Interesting.
Did you eavesdrop on our conversation?
What, is that a crime?
So, jetzt haben wir auch das geklärt. Herrscher des Landes, gute Idee. Kann ich aber nicht wieder genug, aber es ist gar nicht mehr viel. Oh,
I remember this place was in the Celestial Record.
Echt? Dann habe ich den ja gut ignoriert bislang. Blumen des großen Baumes. Über die jetzt keiner mehr reden will, weil ich die viel zu lange nicht gesehen habe. Ja, was ist das, dein Kontakt, Mann? Hey, willst du was für den Spion wissen, der Informationen an das Reich Roland weitergibt? Aber wenn du mir einen Gefallen tust, könntest du mein Vertrauen gewinnen. Na, was meinst du? Ja, meinetwegen. Bist du einverstanden? Da haben wir mir Faunfedern. Die Faunen leben im Patinerwald. Das sind nur Federn, aber jetzt, wo die Armee Grefeld abgeredet hat, bekommt man sie noch schwer. Also müssen wir in den Patinerwald, um Faunen zu besiegen. Okay, nichts leichter als das. Und dann gucken wir uns hier weiter. Ach. Ich frage mich, wo hier ein V ist. Widerstand gegen Erde und Wind. Das heißt, ich kann ohne weiteres Wasser nehmen.
I don't like it. I'll pluck out all its feathers.
Why even bother?
Sometimes even sheep want their wool cut.
Well, sheep are different.
Ich bleibe jetzt einfach mal in diesem Modus, weil, ne, ihr wisst, worauf ich hinaus will damit. Wir wollen alle auch mal Mythos-Fähigkeit sehen. Wenn wir so weit kommen und sorry, vorher natürlich alleine werden. Ich glaube, wir kommen gar nicht mehr dahin. Aber wenigstens laden wir das schon mal ein bisschen auf, dass wir das sehen. Sag mal, ihr zwei, was macht ihr da? Es lief doch so gut. Die hat doch so eine coole Art.
Splendid job, Saray.
Let's keep it up.
Naja, ihr beiden habt keinen guten Job abgeliefert. So, das sollten jetzt Faunfedern gewesen sein. Hallo, wir haben Federn. Du hast dich also durch die Absperrung bei der Armeen gemogelt. Nicht schlecht. Also gut, ich vertraue dir. Du suchst Informationen über einen Spion im Reich Rollins, nicht wahr? Geh zum unterirdischen Viva-Aquädukt in Darmsee. Dort wirst du direkt auf etwas stoßen. Und du hast noch eine Sidequest? Okay. Mir will ja wissen, sollst du dich besser beeilen. Okay, ich beeile mich ja schon. Dann machen wir es halt doch noch diese Folge und machen hier keine Pause. Reise zum Speicherpunkt, Damensee, Gasthaus, ja. Da oben ist eine Sidequest, aber er hat gesagt Aquädukt. Halt, hier unten ist eine silberne Truhe, aber er hat gesagt Aquädukt, aber hier unten ist eine... Oh, verdammt, da wollte ich gar nicht hin.
Hey,
wir haben eine Sidequest.
You there. Take this to the inn.
You! This is all your damn fault!
Hurry up, kid.
All the grown-ups do is order us around, day in and day out. You call this saving us? Some shepherd you are. Screw you!
Hihi. Wir haben sie zur ehrlichen Arbeit gezwungen.
Looks like they've turned to honest labor now.
Yeah, but it didn't make us popular, that's for sure.
That's fine. As long as they're keeping out of trouble.
Saray.
So, und jetzt gucken wir mal nach dem Verräter. Er hat gesagt, direkt was finden. Nein, ich finde nicht direkt was. Ich muss erst noch ein Stück laufen. Alisha! Alisha ist der Verräter.
Don't move. You are under arrest for leaking confidential info.
Looks like Alisha came to the same conclusion.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, this is just a misunderstanding. Please take your leave, Princess. This is...
Don't make excuses. I found evidence of connections to Rollins in this very residence. Renovations for Grifflet Bridge, order forms of military arsenal, unauthorized transactions for...
Haus.
That is simply a reward for his support.
Support?
Logos is an important person who connected Rollins and Highland through unofficial diplomacy.
What does that mean?
On the surface, diplomacy between Highland and Rollins has been cut. He must have been negotiating with them on his own for some time in secret.
So then he's not a spy, but a liaison.
Meaning even with the war going on, there's been work done.
Such is politics.
This is a major problem. If the channel gets blocked, both countries will fight until they're both obliterated.
But no one ever told me anything about it.
Of course they didn't. Not to someone like you. I hope you're prepared to pay for your indiscretion.
In any case, we must change our strategy. We will be expecting your sincere apology at a later date.
Understood.
Oh ja, lass den mal fallen, dann nehme ich den mit. Höp. Meiner. Der violette Irisstein Do. Die alten Hirten ziehen in die Schlacht. Mit Hilfe der Macht des Mautellos können sie die Hellion-Armee besiegen. Der sah 1:1 aus wie Saray.
Wow! I never knew there were once so many shepherds, all using their purification powers on Hellions.
So the question is, why and how did they disappear?
What do you think?
If the existence of so many shepherds depended on Mautelus, then...
When Mautelus disappeared, so did all of them.
Isn't it too early to jump to conclusions?
Well, what other possibilities are there?
Maybe humans abandoned their faith in Seraphim to the extent that shepherds just ceased to exist.
Perhaps the large crowd of shepherds we saw was just a historical anomaly.
Maybe only people like Saray can be shepherds, and there's just fewer nice guys in the world these days.
Huh. So there's plenty of other possibilities.
I guess that means we have to keep collecting information.
Yes, if you do that, you will surely arrive at your answer.
Das mag was dran sein. Rose? Rose, was machst du denn da oben? Entspannen, ich sehe schon. Okay, wir haben jetzt jede Menge... Ja, gar nicht mehr so viele Sidequests. Cool. Aber... ein Blick auf meine Uhr sagt in 3, 2, 1... Das habe ich falsch getimt. Aber ihr hört es bestimmt, das ist unser Wecker, der sagt... Die Aufnahmezeit ist abgelaufen für diese kleine süße Sitzung. Dementsprechend, nächstes Mal geht's dann weiter mit dem Hauptplot. Zumindest versuche ich den zu finden. Und bis dahin wünsche ich euch viel Spaß bei was auch immer ihr noch so tut. Und wir sehen uns. Ciao.